Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture on Unix programming. I am Professor Bharti Kale, Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering, AITM. Today we will discuss about some of the Unix commands. So whenever we are going to type any command on the Unix terminal, the shell will execute those commands. But before executing those commands, the shell will classify or recognize those commands in the two types. The first one is the internal commands and second one will be the external commands. So there are some commands which are not found anywhere, means for those commands no separate folder has been or file has been created, and some which are normally not executed even they are in one of the directories which has been specified by the path variable. So such commands has been called as the internal commands. So we can say that the commands which are not built into the shell, those has been called as the internal commands. These commands are implemented as a part of the shell itself rather than a separate executable files. So whenever the external command has to be executed, the shell will search for its path given in the path variable, and also a new process has to be created and that command will be get executed. Such commands which has been built in are called as the internal commands. Whenever the internal command is entered, it is directly executed by the shell. So whenever you are going to type any command on the terminal, the shell will first check whether that command is internal command or the external command. If it is internal command, then directly it will be get executed. No separate process will be get created for that command. Similarly, if you are going to perform any variable assignments like x is equal to file, for this variable assignment statements also a separate process will be not created. Then second type of the command will be external commands. These are the commands which are built into the shells. Some commands which has an independent existence in the /bin or the /user/bin directory. Such commands has been called as the external commands. So these external commands, they have a separate file in the /bin or the /user/bin directory. So such commands has been called as the external command. For all the shell built-in commands, the execution of the same is fast in the sense that the shell does not have to search a given path for them in the path variable. Directly the shell will open that file which has been present in the /bin directory, and the file name will be same as the command name. So directly that file will be get opened and that file will be get executed. So such commands has been called as the external commands. Just make a note here, most of the commands are external in nature, but there are some which are not really found anywhere and some which are normally not executed even if they are in one of the directories which has been specified by the path variable. For example, echo command is there. We will see here. Just check here. Just I am going to execute the ls command. ls command I am going to execute. We know that ls command, it will be used for listing the files in the current folder. These all files are there. So I will check whether ls is the internal command or the external command. So just see here what I have told. The external commands, they are going to have a separate file in the /bin directory, right? So just enter into the /bin directory. Then next I am listing all the files which has been present in the /bin directory. So just see here, with the name ls, one file is created here. So whenever I am going to type a ls command on the terminal, the shell will pass the control to the /bin directory. This file will be get opened and it will be get executed. So such commands has been called as the external command. We have a command like echo command is there, right? So we will check whether echo folder is present in the /bin directory or no. See here, even the echo file has been present in the folder. Okay. Then next is getting the list of internal commands. With the help of help command, we can list all the internal commands which has been present in the Linux operating system. Then how we are going to find out whether the entered command is internal or the external? That thing will be done by using the command called type. So by using the type command, and for this type command you have to pass the command as a argument and you have to check whether that command is internal command or the external command. So just see in the example, in the first example what we have done here, type of cat. So output we are going to get there, cat is the /bin/cat, means here the cat command, it have the folder with the name cat and that file is present in the /bin/cat. Okay, then the next is cd command. So just I am going to type the type cd, as cd is a built-in shell built-in command, that is internal command. It is going to display the statement as cd is a shell built-in. Okay, then use of the internal commands even in the addition statements also. Just I am going to type here type of cd. So cd is the built-in command, that statement will be displayed. Then type of cat command, it is going to say that cat is the hashed and it is present at the /user/bin/cat directory there. Even type ls is there. If I am going to type ls, then even it is going to show that where that ls file has been present. Remove directory. So I am checking whether rmdir command is the internal command or the external command. If it is an external command, means directly the path will be given. If it is an internal command, it is going to give the statement that that command is the shell built-in. Then next, even these internal commands can be used for the addition purpose also. So just I am going to say a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, then c is equal to a plus b. Echo c is there. So directly we are going to get the answer as 30. So even the assignment operators or assignment statement, it can be used as the internal commands there. Then next is root login. So root is a user which it's a conventional name of the user who has all the rights or the permission on the system. The root user can do many things on the ordinary user cannot do, such as changing the ownership of a files, mounting a disk, formatting and restarting a new file system, starting and stopping the services, and binding to a port numbers which are below 1024 and the more activities. In the Linux operating system, how we are going to log in as the super user? Two ways are there. The first one is by using the su command, and another one is by using the sudo, that is sudo command, where the su command run a command which will substitute user and the group id in the Linux, where the sudo command, it will execute the command as another user on the Linux there. So su command, the syntax will be the su, then the hyphen will be there, and the username you have to give. If it is invoked without the username, su command defaults to become the super user. The user will be prompted for a password if it is appropriate. So to log in as a root user, type the following command, that is su, and here I am just specifying the hyphen without any username. So it is going to prompt me the password. So here I have to enter the password which I have given it for my super user admin login. Then just here, whenever you are changing from user to the admin login, this prompt will be changed from $sign to this hash will be changed. So once it has been logged in, your prompt should change from dollar to the hash there. So whenever there will be the hash, means you are the super user. Thank you.